Today on Kaiju Wars, we have Axor going against Otachi. Let's get into it. So if you don't know, Axor is a kaiju from the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla series TV show. Yeah, it was all the way back then. I remember this shit used to go, the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla series used to go on Charter and Spectrum. Yeah, that shit used to be on every day, man. I swear, I love that show. The Hanna-Barbera series. Anyways, Axor. He's a irradiated cobra, and his nickname is Axor. Yeah. Okay. And he's from Storm Island. Yeah, that's where he's from. Okay, Otachi. Otachi is a female kaiju from Pacific Rim. He's this giant bat-like reptilian. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Now, Axor. Now, Axor is 164 feet tall. Yeah, you know. And is around 328 feet long. And weighs around 20,000 tons. So he's a pretty average sized kaiju. But what about Otachi? Now, pretty much all the Pacific Rim kaiju are lightweight MFers. They're all lightweight, okay? So, yeah. So you remember that, that Kaiju War episode of the Servum from the Godzilla anime going against the baby Otachi? Well, yeah, this is the mother of Otachi right here. Link in the description if you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, this Otachi, 207 feet tall, 2,690 feet. No. No, this Otachi is 207 feet tall and weighs around 2,690 tons. It has a wingspan. Yeah. It doesn't actually fucking specify. That's a shame. We're just gonna make up one. Otachi's wingspan is 530 feet. Okay, there. And she's around, like, I don't know, 600 feet long. Let's just say that. 500 feet long. Yeah, okay. Axor, what the hell do you have? Well, Axor's weapons is that he can fire energy bolts from his mouth. He can fire a ray from his eyes that will turn any living thing into a slave. And Axor can create hurricane-like waves with a hole on his head, like this giant flap of skin on his head. I mean, didn't you see Vrano, Vrahno animation about this? Link in the description too. Yeah. And apparently, Axor's weak to his own slave ray. Yeah, that thing is called slave ray. You turn anything to a slave. Okay, Otachi, what the fuck do you have? Well, Otachi's weapons is her talons, her jaws. She can headbutt, claw, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, tail slap too. What her powers are, she can fly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much freaking it. Oh yeah, she also has an acid sac where she can fill up with acid and just spray at her opponents. She also has a prehensile tail with this thing too. She can grab with her tail because it has claws on the end of it. Okay, how would they defeat each other? Well, pretty much all Axor needs to do is shoot her with her slave ray and then just kill her like that, or just shoot energy bolts. Meanwhile, Otachi just needs to evade Axor's attacks. I think just spray a shit ton of acid at Axor's head. Yeah, also her blood is acidic too. Okay, fight. Ding, ding, ding. This fight takes place in Amsterdam. Oh yeah, in the Netherlands. A city in the Netherlands. Fight. Axor's just walking through the waterways, slashing through people and cars and buildings. And that's when Otachi roars at the giant bipedal cobra. And roars everywhere. Spit, acidic spit is like flying everywhere, and some gets onto Axor, but Axor shrugs it off. It's like, ow. Axor roars back and grabs the giant lizard bird. It throws her down to the ground. But little did Axor know, Otachi's a better swimmer than him. Otachi jumps out of the water like a fucking dolphin and tackles Axor and starts slashing his stomach. But Axor is a better wrestler, so he grabs the giant reptilian bird and chokeslams her down to the ground. Otachi grabs Axor's whole face with her hooked tail and then just drags him along the floor. Axor is crashing into buildings and everything, and then gets flung up into the air. And Axor is like, whee! Axor gets up and then gets into a fighting position. He's angry as fuck, but so is Otachi. Otachi pukes out some acid into her acid pouch. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting and it's a horrendous thing. It's contaminating the water. So Axor readies up his hurricane winds in his big air sack. And then they both unleash the power. Hurricane winds versus acid stream. The hurricane winds win. The acid goes straight into Otachi's face, but it doesn't affect her. But the hurricane wind does. So, yeah. Otachi is injured. And Axor goes straight towards her. Otachi gets back, flies up, and then starts puking out acid everywhere. All the acid burns Axor's skin, and then he's forced to retreat. But Otachi's not done yet. He falcon dives towards Axor and pins him down into the water. But Axor throws her off and then starts stomping on her face. Otachi has a broken jaw, but is still fighting. Otachi slashes and slashes her, but Axor slashes her in the throat pouch. Otachi's blood is everywhere, and it burns Axor's fingers. And as Axor is groaning in pain, Otachi's just like a wild headless chicken just flopping around and everything. Otachi then jumps up at Axor, but Axor just backhands her ass and just backhands her into a building. Otachi runs out of life force and is just like, ugh. And her lifeless corpse just goes into the water. Axor is the victor. He roars to victory before just walking off. Verdict. In a fight between Axor and Otachi is most likely just gonna win, lose most of the time. Axor is the clear victor. He's just a lot stronger physically, and plus, his weapons, even though not as complex as Otachi's, yeah, Axor is just a lot more, has bigger weapons, and even though he's not as fast, he's still a lot stronger. Anyways, who do you think would have won this fight? Axor or Otachi? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. And subscribe if you want to.